Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
Memo kwa de ba PENDREAM TV so me sure say na dey kan a ohwe na be subscribe to channel no click bell so say the news to also serve to me aka ntem wati na MPP primary secretary mu na say ya no ewo omo Yendi constituency emra adwumade na ekoso no MPP according to City TV City FM journalist Bako was assaulted. Now, according to journalists, it was the Yendi MP and on assaulting a sunset. Mraj Madiani Cosson, who said, Penchen because no course who could be sad the ace, and I'll be born and some which remain power born and some Yendi MP. No, now, no, Sam George and good morning, Ghana. So I bet to be a Diama MPP for any as and Kitobi something into way MPP for party, no more some party of intellectuals, no mere elite party, no. And in the 2024 elections, or more airborne journalists, they are attacking journalists. They were the same people now. NDC regional office, Jumedi Koswa, a journalist was attacked. MPP release press statement, a condemn NDC for nene or more party MP assaulted journalists up to now. Elections never or Muntimi release any press statement bien condemn omo party ne no na no no bisa say nti we any democracy MPP for ye men kasa bebre yanko ne yanko video no.
Andy,
do you understand what happened? What was said? Do you understand?
The ridiculous attitude of one of the parties is what I heard.
Okay.
Then I heard different sets of numbers being mentioned. I couldn't make the head and tail of it, but it reminded me of Jean Mensa trying to announce the 2020 election 6 different times with 6 different numbers. Say ECI has spoiled. It was beaten mercilessly. Randy, it was difficult watching and listening, and this is supposed to be the party of intellectuals. This is supposed to be the party of the Dankovs and the Bouziers and the Dombos, supposed to be the elite party, and this is how they declare results in their internal elections. I mean, this is an insult to our democracy. This is unacceptable. This having the regional chairman stand there to superintend over such disgraceful and disdainful behavior and attitude. I mean, the NPP has made it a penchant to denigrate the democracy of Ghana, because any democratic watcher across the world who watches this sore spectacle will think that this is what Ghana's democracy is all about. You know, and the NPP owes us. I thought the first thing Richard was going to do was to apologize to the Ghanaian people on behalf of his party for this shameful disgrace. Randy, look, I've listened to a sister radio station, City FM's report of this. In fact, the counting was live on City FM. And so when Richard says that the police is looking for the perpetrators, the police does not...
I didn't say so. I said the police should take
it. Yeah. And I'm saying that, look, the police by now should have issued a statement.
Well, I don't work for the police.
No, I'm not saying that that's your responsibility. That's what, Richard, that's what I'm doing. I'm not saying that's your responsibility. It's not the responsibility of you or your party to prosecute those or bring charges against those who disrupted the process. It's the duty of the Ghana Police Service. And that's what I'm saying. That the police, and I hope your party is not influencing the police. That's all I can hope. But the police should be allowed to do a job, and by now the police should have issued a statement. Because this was live on TV. The police should just talk to City TV. It was live on national TV when the whole disruption and the whole process went on. The City FM reporter who was covering the show for City TV, when the disruption happened, walked to... Randy, I see the flat screen TVs. Richard said he had not seen the flat screen TVs. I see some flat screen TVs being shown, you know, branded. I mean, we'll come to that as a different issue. But whilst the City FM reporter was doing his report, the disruption happened live on national TV. He walked to the sitting member of parliament, Farouk Aliyu Mahama, to say, Honorable, what is going on? To give him an opportunity to share at least his position as sitting MP and a candidate in that election. What was the and Farouk slapped him on national TV.
Well, I don't know if you saw that, because I have here a solicitor's letter dated 31st January 2024. And it's addressed to Mr. Mohammed Aminu Alabira, City FM stroke TV reporter, Northern Region Tamale, Omni Media Limited. These are the operators of
City TV.
Yakubu Abdul Majid, Chairman, Ghana Journalists Association, Northern Region Tamale. Demand notice, stroke notice of intention to commence legal action against you. Says we act as solicitors for Honorable Farouk Aliu Muhammad, our client, and write to you this demand notice according to his instructions. Our client is a responsible married man and an astute and distinguished politician who has earned an enviable reputation for himself through hard work and sacrifices. Our client instructs us that in the 28th January 2024 online edition of the citynewsroom.com, an online portal of City FM stroke TV owned by Omni Media Limited, there's a publication of a story to the effect that our client slapped you, Mohammed Aminu Alabira, from behind whilst you were filing a story in a melee that ensued during the vote counting in the 27th January 2024 parliamentary primaries of the NPP in the Yendi constituency. Our instructions are that the said online publication captured you, Mohammed Aminu Alabira, saying, quote, "It was the MP, Farouk Aliu Muhammad, who slapped me, and his people kicked me and took my phone away. I was reporting on violence that was happening during the counting process. So I asked the MP why that was happening, and he got up and came and slapped me, and his people also started beating me up." Our instructions are that City Newsroom publish this information without cross-checking with our client to obtain his side of the story, as standard journalism practice requires. Our instructions are that on the same 28 January 2024, you, Yakubu Abdul Majid, claiming to be the chairman of the Northern Regional Branch of the GJA, in a press release did not only reproduce the falsehood perpetrated by Mr. Mohammed Aminu Alabira and his employer, but to the reading of the whole wide world, you made certain false statements to the fact that our client's conduct was shameful and barbaric and may cause the Ghana Police Service to effect arrest on our clients, thus impugning criminality on our client. Our client instructs that, again, the Northern Regional Branch of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation failed to reach out to him before its press release to ascertain, I'm sure it's GJA, not GBC, to ascertain from him the veracity or otherwise of the information churned out by its member, Mr. Mohammed Alabira, as standard journalism practice, etiquette, and code of conduct require. Instructions are that if the City Newsroom or the Northern Regional Branch of the Ghana Journalists Association had contacted our client for his response before going public with a false publication, you would have realized that our client was nowhere near Mr. Mohammed Aminu Alabira in the ensuing melee. We have the instructions of our client to notify you that the information you published or caused to be published of our client, which you knew or ought to have known was false and yet deliberately published, saying to the whole world, gives rise to an action in damages for defamation for and on behalf of our client, as the facts contained in your statement are false and the said statement was made recklessly without any reasonable basis whatsoever. Our client informs us that as a result of publication of the fake and libelous information, his reputation has been lowered drastically among his peers and all those other persons who read the falsehood perpetrated against him by you and your media platforms. And as a result, right-thinking members of society look at him with disdain and as someone who is a barbaric politician and a criminal. Our client instructs that as a decent public servant, your false information that suggests he's barbaric has lowered the estimation that his wife and children, as well as his entire family and that of his wife's has for hhim. Our instructions are that someone who's aspiring to retain his position as member of parliament for the NPP for Yendi. So it goes on and on and on. So that's a solicitor's letter.
Fantastic.
That's a letter from
Farouk's solicitors.
Farouk's lawyers, yes.
I'm happy he's chosen to go to court. But
he's asking for a retraction and an apology.
And I will be very shocked if City FM did a retraction because City FM carried this the assault live on TV. In fact, and the following day, I listened to Bernard Avle interview the gentleman on the City Breakfast Show. And the gentleman even went further to give other reports. And that's why I said the police is key here. The gentleman claims that when the police managed to rescue him from the attack that was going on and put him in their vehicle along with the Electoral Commission officers, the MP, Farouk Muhammad, led his people to stop the police vehicle from moving for almost an hour. And that the police had to call for military reinforcement. This was all said on national radio. And the police, when the police called for military
but this is the
reinforcement,
account of one person.
yes, but Randy, and that's what I'm saying, that this can be verifiable, because don't forget, and that's a credit we must give to the IGP Dampare-led police administration, the use of body cams at almost all public events.
But did they have body cams?
That's what I'm saying. I want to believe, or I want to hope that, and again, from the account of the journalist, he said there were policemen wearing those body cams. So we should also have, from the police intelligence unit, we should also have footage from their body cam. And those body cams, actually, what I know is that those body cams transmit in real time, not just pictures, but voice, to a central command. And that footage is backed up, because, Randy, they were at my primaries. I know what went on there. You understand me? And so, if the police have their body cams from Yendi, they would also have footage. The reporter claims that the commander called the military to come and escort them because they were overwhelmed. The military said they would not take instructions from him, and that they needed an authorization from a superior. It took almost an hour before that authorization came. So the police were held hostage with the EC and the reporter. Then the military came. It was upon the arrival of the military that the road was cleared. The people allowed the people started running away. I wasn't there. I'm recounting the report of the journalist. Now they proceeded. The military escorted them to the police station, and it was, I think the military came from Bimbila or so. When they arrived, they escorted them to the police station. Then it is again alleged by the journalist that Farouk and his team came there demanding for the declaration of the results. The journalist goes as far as saying that for him to leave Yendi, the military said they couldn't guarantee his safety if they left him. So they wanted to take him away. And he had spent 3 days doing pre-election coverage. So he told the military that I can't leave with you from the police station. My things are in the hotel. So the military actually escorted him to his hotel to pick up his items and take him out of Yendi. That's how bad this was. Now, per the account of the journalist.
Yes.
The Ghana Journalists Association in Tamale, in the, I think the northern region, has issued a similar statement. Randy, we must condemn in unequivocal terms any attack whatsoever on journalists. And I say this as a member of a party where political activists, you see, as party leadership, we must be quick and able to state it where it is wrong. All right. The same City FM, when there was an issue about Ododo recently in our Greater Accra Regional Office, and not when the people amongst themselves were fighting and someone attacked a female journalist of City FM, the NPP issued a statement. You issued a statement condemning the attack on the journalist at the NDC regional office. The NPP was quick to issue a statement. The NDC issued a statement condemning the action and asking the police to prosecute the perpetrators, and took the medical bill off the young lady, and actually sent a delegation, high-powered delegation, from our flag bearer's office and our national office to the management of Omni Media to express our profound and deepest regrets at what happened, and assurances that steps have been taken to prevent it. It's been almost a week since a journalist was assaulted at your primaries. The NPP has not found it right to issue a statement condemning the attack on the journalist. The NPP has not found it right to call for the action of the police and prosecution of the persons involved in this. The NPP has not found it right to go and express their condolences and regrets with the management of Omni Media. What we see is that the NPP is quiet, and they say silence means consent. And now the NPP parliamentary candidate and MP for Yendi is threatening Omni Media.
He says that you say I personally did something.
Yes.
I did not do it.
And you are threatening them that if they don't withdraw what they
if you say I personally did something, and I didn't do, the letter does not address the issue of whether the journalist was assaulted or not. It says that
it does.
No.
It says that he was not present. And what was the claim? The claim was that you slapped me. Yes.
Yes. And he says
so that's violence.
He says I didn't do it. It says, you claim I did it.
Yes.
I didn't do it. That statement that you made with a follow-up press conference, this is what it has done to my reputation.
Yes.
You should have cross-checked with me. You should have double-checked it as your ethics require. You didn't do that. And so I am asking you to retract and apologize.
Randy.
It's not saying
Randy.
that the journalist was not assaulted.
Randy,
it's not saying that what you are saying happened there.
No.
did not happen.
Randy, I'm not disputing what you are saying, but you see, there are two things I'm saying. You're referring to one. I didn't speak about Farouk as an individual. I've spoken about the NPP.
Yes.
As a party.
Yes.
And I've juxtaposed it against what happened with the NDC as a party.
No, I get that.
Good.
I get
And
that.
I'm saying that the NPP as a party, whether it was Farouk or any other person who was a party supporter who attacked the journalist, Randy, bottom line, we must accept and admit that there was an attack of the journalist. The police have issued him a form. Fantastic. And I am saying, I don't expect Farouk to be the one to be apologizing to the journalist. I'm saying that the NPP, which was quick to issue a statement condemning the attack on the journalist at the NDC regional office, has been silent 6 days on this attack on a journalist. Does it mean that the NPP as a political party endorses the attack on Ghanaian journalists? This is the question I'm asking.